Well, we're back.
We're back.
Welcome again.
Thank
Back-to-back
you.
episodes. Big deal.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Big deal. The Halloween special, too.
Mm-hmm.
And, I warned
I'm
you.
excited to see what you have.
To kick this off, the internet
This
is
is
going
just
to
rude.
witness a female choose what she wants to eat
It's actually rude.
in hopefully record timing. So I'm going to set Uber Eats to where we are because I didn't make anything. Typically, I like to make stuff before we do this. It's part of the experience I like, but I'm going to cover food. So timer starts now. Phone's in your hand.
This is annoying.
What are you thinking, though? It sounds good. Walk me through your thought process.
I don't know.
Now that,
That's why I
what
asked
sounds
you what
good
sounds
to
good.
you is taken out of the multiple choice
Well, that
question.
is still part of the question, and that's why I asked you, what do you want to eat?
And I said anything, so now you're going to choose.
Don't do that. What do you want to eat?
I can go Mediterranean. I could go bar food. I could go pizza. I can go anything. I haven't eaten anything since breakfast. Taco Bell breakfast, I might add.
Mm-hmm.
As good as it was, those two breakfast crunch wraps that combined 1,500 calories did nothing.
That is actually shocking to me, realizing how many calories are in those breakfast crunch wraps.
They're so good.
Mm-hmm. They're pretty good.
So good.
Ooh.
What you got?
Greek street food,
Interesting.
but it's kind of far away.
Okay. Yeah, let's go cheap,
Mm.
quick and easy.
That looks really good, though. You want Mediterranean?
I can do... I'm almost leaning more towards
We're not playing this game.
what? Okay, Mediterranean then. Pick it.
You're leaning more towards what?
Mediterranean.
No, you're leaning more towards what?
I have no preference. I swear to God.
Do not do this,
I
please.
swear to God.
What, you were just about to say I'm leaning more towards...
I was going to say bar food, but I'm really not,
Great,
though. 'Cause
thank
I'd
you.
like to eat something
Okay.
healthier. I'd like something healthier, honestly, after
Bar
the day.
food it is.
We had a very healthy day. Went to the gym bright and early.
Mm-hmm.
Then we shot for like 3 hours.
Then we ate
which I'm going to talk
Taco
about
Bell.
that. Well, it was after the gym. We were fasted. We worked out. We earned it.
True. Yes, and then we were running around.
Yeah, we were doing stuff. We were shooting all day.
Shooting.
You have quite the shot, by the way. I want to go into that a little later, but I don't want to distract from the task at hand.
Yeah, so I'm going to be quiet for a second so I can focus on this.
Yeah, shout out things that sound good, and I'll let you
Rude
know if
task
I
I've
think
been
they sound
delivering.
good. I think that's helpful.
This place looks good. Have we been there? I don't want to say the name and then...
No, I've never been there. So Mexican, actually, Mexican sounds good as hell. Like a burrito bowl.
Do you want that or do you want Mediterranean?
Leaning more towards Mexican now.
You know what we should do is... I don't want to say its name, but that place right there. Every single time we need dinner, we say we should try that place.
Yeah, that's like a nice place.
Oh, it is?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's like surf and turf, like nice,
Gotcha.
I believe.
Okay.
I believe.
didn't realize it was that nice.
I don't.
This
What you
place
got?
had a whole fish head.
Yeah. Probably a nice place then. I know Uber Eats doesn't help make it easy. The number of choices hurts more than it helps.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like Netflix. Like we scrolled and found fucking nothing to put
Well,
on.
that's not true. You were being a little difficult.
You've seen everything. I don't watch Netflix. I'm sorry.
I've seen everything
Every time I came up with an idea, you're like, yeah, I saw that.
on shows you had also seen.
Yeah, I was trying to show you or suggest good things I know
So
are good.
you can't be like, oh, you've seen everything.
Okay.
You watch Netflix, I don't.
All
when
right,
it shows
all right,
you've
all right,
seen as
all
well.
right. I got it. Okay.
Do you see where I'm coming from?
No, but okay. I'll pretend like I do.
You said you've seen everything. You watch Netflix, I don't. And I said, but they were shows that you have seen, that you've recommended.
Yeah, I was trying to be a good host and put on something nice that you haven't seen. But that I would watch again because it's so good.
Okay, we're saying two different things right now. I'm saying you can't say that I've seen everything because I watch Netflix and you don't, when you're suggesting it because you've seen it on Netflix.
Okay.
Never mind.
I must just be hungry then because that didn't make sense to me.
How's that not making sense?
I don't want to talk about it. I wouldn't worry about it.
Mind you, I also suggested many shows which you turned down.
You did. Foreign language shows
They weren't all
They're new to
foreign
me.
language
They're new
shows.
to me. I'm not saying never, but I haven't thus far.
Well, you're missing out on a lot of good TV.
So I've heard. I'm missing out on TV though in general because I don't own one. But Mexican, go Mexican.
I don't know.
That sounded good. Doesn't have to be that place either. I'm down for the huge. I'm down for a burrito bowl. Sounds unbelievable right now.
Let me see what this place has. Oh, those tacos look very good.
Ooh, see, Bakersfield had a special going. I think it was Thursday. This week, they had like ghost pepper tacos. They actually looked. I forgot what else was in them, but I remember looking at it. I was like, those look incredibly good. But the Bakersfield here is kind of far from where I am, so couldn't make it.
Couldn't do it.
No, I could. I just said I don't care that much.
That was not at you. That was it.
The universe in
Frustration
general.
of trying to find something to eat.
Okay, if you genuinely want me to look, I'll look. The determination in your face right now.
I'm so hungry. I don't want to look for food any longer.
No, I know. And I would have made something, but we were just gone all day.
Yeah, it's fine. That one Mexican place that I had pointed out to you, they honestly didn't have much on their menu.
Oof.
There's
Bummer.
this place we've been talking about. They have Mexican stuff.
Yeah, we gotta try that place. Let's do
Or
it. We drive past it every time you're here.
we can do the normal.
Let's try that place.
Okay.
I'm gonna order
Why don't you look through and see if
an
there's something that
uncomfortable amount of food.
you would want from there.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
And then once we eat, I'm circling back to making you understand my point about the Netflix shows.
No, we don't have to do that.
Yeah, we will be doing that.
I'm good here.
You already ordered?
No, I already found things.
Oh, well,
I
then
found several
order.
things I would order. Do you find things you'd order?
Uh-huh.
You're so full of it. You didn't even look. You just found the place.
I did scan the menu because I was trying to see if
They
they
have a
had Mexican
burrito
stuff.
of the day.
There you go.
Saturday, barbacoa beef. Interesting. I'm a chicken guy though, you know. It's not
Here's
chicken and gravy. That's never been a thing for me. I know it's like big.
biscuits and gravy?
Yeah, but this is fried chicken and gravy.
Oh, that's a lot.
Very heavy,
It's very
and
Southern.
it is the fall, but I'm not. I said I'd like something healthier earlier, and like
Fried chicken and gravy is probably not it.
I'm a chicken guy too, but that's just a lot for me right now.
Best
Habanero
chicken
bacon and egg sandwich.
Ever, though, was at that place on the lake that we went in, not here.
Oh yeah, yeah. That was stupid good. Whatever that was, that chicken.
So,
Do they not have a burrito bowl? Interesting.
I know, that's
All
why
right.
I didn't know if you'd want to order
Nope,
from there.
burritos it is. A breakfast burrito. Honestly, that sounds not bad.
Do that.
I'm going burrito of the day. We're gonna do this. Burrito of the day. Everything looks good, besides the beans. I'm not a bean guy. Texture eater. Beans ain't doing it. No beans, please. Add poblano cheese sauce. Don't mind if I do.
Get after it.
Some of those. Let's get a nice side to split too, maybe. Does sound good.
Yeah. What are the options?
Cilantro potatoes, chips and cheese, chips and guac.
Any of those are fine.
No, that's all. I thought there was more.
Do they have apps? Or just...
That's like their other good stuff,
Oh,
like their
okay.
sides. I think those potatoes sound very good.
Okay.
Yeah. Get those cheesy potatoes. Can't wait to see the time on this. This is going to be incredible.
So offensive and rude.
No, it's not any of those things. It's just a statement.
I'm surprised you didn't get these.
I'll split those with you. We'll take the side out. I'm just not a nacho guy as like a primary meal. I'll split those though. We'll take out the potatoes.
Okay, well, let me see what I want to actually order.
Because I did see that and went, that looks really good.
Yeah.
But on principle, nachos just aren't a
Tortillas.
entree. And I'm sure that's a very controversial hot take. I want to keep them in the back pocket for icebreakers. Like, what's your hot take? Like, hot dog sandwich, are nachos an entree? I won't dare open up the hot dog sandwich conversation. Now I know what that does, Miss America.
I was going to say, I'm not even responding to this.
I know.
I'm also so focused on what I want to eat.
There's an excellent meme, not to distract you. I forgot, I think it was someone like reading the meme actually, But I came across it as like a comic almost, where someone was like, two guys argue about a hot dog, a sandwich, and someone was like, it is a sandwich, and someone just comes in and he's like, no. Sometimes different things have different names because they're different. It's its own thing. I was like, yep, I think that's the right place to leave it. It's its own thing.
It's its own thing. What's a CFC? Oh, that'd be the country fried chicken or chicken fried chicken.
Chicken fried chicken.
Chicken
That
fried
is me, though, in a dish, I feel like. Left to my own devices.
Chicken fried chicken.
Just fried chicken in chicken. We don't have to go to this place.
It's not that. I'm
Okay.
just, everything is sounding good because I'm hungry.
I know, I'm starving as well.
Breakfast tacos, or I could honestly fuck with a burger.
This place specializes in breakfast, so they do breakfast all day. The breakfast tacos, I saw those. Those did look pretty good.
I'm getting there.
No, you're fine. Let's just add into the bit.
Who is this fun for?
Everybody.
Not me.
It's fun for the whole family.
It's not fun for me.
This is a family show after all. Mm-hmm. It's really not. I am forced to check the box on YouTube, not made for kids, even though children would benefit immensely, selfishly.
Okay, here's the question.
Uh-oh.
Are we going to stick with the side or switch to the nachos?
Switching to nachos.
Then I'm not going to get tacos because I feel like those are very similar, you know?
Breakfast tacos are very different. Okay, I'm sorry. Get the burger. I'll shut up. Don't know what I was thinking.
I was so close to making a decision.
I'm
and
so
then
stupid.
you derailed it.
What an idiot.
We're 15 minutes in and have not ordered.
Fuck. That's so bad. We had a long day. It's fine. We had a long, very healthy day. It's a Halloween episode. We're having fun.
We're having fun.
It's supposed to be a fun episode.
Everything is fine because I said it's fine.
That's right.
Yes.
Exactly.
Everything's fine because I said it is.
It's a late episode. We're not going to get into heavy stuff. We have some fun. We got some good questions. My laziness and tiredness and hangriness are the reason why this isn't a video episode either. I wanted it to be the first video episode with you. Mm-hmm. And, obviously we have face coverings on, but I was like, it's a lot to set up. And I'm very tired and sore from shooting, which I realize makes you sound like quite the bitch, but...
Well, we just got a lot going on. Like space-wise, I mean.
We could have made it work, but I just didn't feel like doing it. Also, I know he's asleep now, but as soon as a car pulls in, as soon as something makes a noise, the noise...
All right, I'm going to switch out
the volume of the bark in this apartment is going to be deafening. And maybe I won't edit it. Maybe it'll just be a surprise for anyone listening. They'll just go deaf.
All right, dropping potatoes, adding nachos.
Uh-huh.
Okay. Question.
Shoot.
Do you think... I don't want this to be, like, not very cooked. Do you know what I'm saying?
Medium.
Okay, but there wasn't an option to
They
specify, so...
Most places, it's a coin flip. They'll either do them medium or medium rare.
I don't want it medium rare.
The other section for notes? Mm-mm. Is it a smash burger, does it say? Mm-mm. I will throw it on a skillet myself.
Thank you.
All right, good to go?
I think so.
Cool. 17 minutes.
Okay, but that wasn't just like strictly ready, place picked out, let's order. We were talking and...
Ooh, here's something that I would love somebody to come on and like really help clarify for me, because it's just not super clear and it kind of leaves a bad taste in my mouth. Tipping on food delivery apps. Extremely dependent on the app, I think, on how the funds are distributed. But I believe I heard at one point, one of them, it just goes straight to the owner of like the app, basically.
Yeah, I've heard that too.
I don't know if it's changed. I don't know which ones are which, but I was like, a full 20% tip. I don't think you give that, right? Like, I don't know. It's just, it's a weird thing.
It's hard because, like, if I was ordering pickup, I'm not tipping.
True.
But delivery, like, someone is bringing...
But if they're hired by a company, they should be getting paid, right?
Yeah. I don't know if they're paid, like, a more standard amount per hour, or if it's, like, in the... Like, if you're, like, a waiter or waitress and you're paid, like, $3 an hour, and then it's dependent on tips. I don't know how it applies to
and if they're smart, they created an LLC or I don't know the tax rules about it, and they should be able to write off all their gas expense and their mileage. I'm sure they could do that anyways by proving they work for Uber Eats if they get a W-9, but I'm not a tax guy. Anyways, let me look at the questions I had for our
Ooh.
super spooky
All right.
Halloween episode. Oh, we talked about this actually. I wanted to bring this up. How it feels like Halloween is losing steam.
Oh yeah. Yeah,
I don't know if it's just this year, again, economy, inflation driven, or if it's just like a cultural thing where our generation, having kids more is kind of not really caring about much of anything. Don't really
yeah.
want to put the effort in. I don't know.
I do agree though. I feel like there was less about it in general this year, whether that was like for kids or
Yeah.
adults.
I didn't see, and again, I don't go to like Target or like Walmart, so I don't go to like the stores, so I didn't like see, sorry, I gotta adjust this mic. I didn't see like a lot of the same decorations like I usually do.
It
I
wasn't
didn't hear
as
many
crazy, I
plans being
feel
made
like.
around Halloween. Yeah.
Yeah.
And I hope, and out of the two theories I have as to why it's on the decline, I'm hoping that it is more like economic driven. That sucks, obviously, but that means that it has a chance of like not fully dying out, becoming like lame. Because like it's like one of
I
those years
loved
where
Halloween as a kid,
everyone, but
like-
like even like adults, I feel
Oh,
like should be
yeah.
able to participate. Dress up, go
sure.
crazy. Like that's fun. Like that's good to do. I think. Selfishly, I do think it's also great for gun culture, but
Halloween?
yeah.
Why?
Well, like just like video games, right? Or like airsoft, like you dress up, be a video game character. It's like exposure basically
Okay.
is like the argument. Like the
Interesting.
Call of Duty generation, all into guns, naturally, right? So I think Halloween sort of feeds into that a little bit, and so the fact that it's like getting killed sort of I think hurts that a little bit. I think video games do more than actually like cosplaying or LARPing or doing Halloween stuff, but it helps I think. My theory.
Yeah, it wasn't even that there was like a push to not do it, or
Yeah.
it just wasn't really talked about as much.
And I know
like
I
you said,
brought
like
this up.
decorations were not as much, and
Yeah. No, that's true. And I know I brought it up at the gym. I don't think it's a really valid theory. I think it's super lame. Don't get me wrong. These neighborhood parties or like these trunk or
Yeah.
treats where like it's safer to, go around during the day in like a school parking lot with your parents or whatever, to people's cars, handing out candy. Like that's like, it's cheating.
yeah,
It feels like kids aren't TPing houses anymore. They're not like ding dong ditching. Like that's cool. Like that's innocent, good fun that they should be doing. And I feel like that's sort of getting stripped out with all of the stuff they're doing now for it.
yeah.
Yeah, but I don't think that's killing it because like it still encourages you to dress up at least. It's just not as cool Halloween, I guess. I don't
Yeah.
know.
Well, I think it's cool. Like here, the other weekend, the businesses did it for the kids. So
Yeah,
the
the
whole
bar
Main
crawl,
Street
yeah.
was, well, no, not the bar crawl, the one for the kids.
Yeah, exactly.
But like then they're still dressing up and they're still going out, and they were all across the town, and like it made traffic kind of a nightmare. But it's
again, like,
cool. Like
during
they're
the
still
day,
going
though,
out,
still.
and yeah, that's true. It
Like
was still during the
nighttime.
day.
Like
I know.
that was so cool. Going out at night.
Yeah. My hometown still does the nighttime, like it's across town. Like you're not going to like the trunk or treats you were talking about.
yeah.
And they just did theirs this week. And
Gotcha.
it was still like nighttime.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I think it just depends on the place. Like that's a
Uh-oh. Oh, he jumped right up when
know.
he saw that car. He knew.
yeah, I get what you mean about the one here still being during the day. But at least it was like all across the town. It wasn't just like go to this one school,
Yeah.
you know.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know how to solve it because I don't know what the cause is.
Mm-hmm.
I do think there is a general like drop off though.
I also wonder if maybe it was just an off year. Like maybe next year
It's a
it'll be.
shitty year, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I do think it is because I remember what my dad was saying earlier. He was saying that like all the houses near their business are super done up, but like those are very like high net worth individuals, like doctors,
Yeah.
lawyers. Like maybe it is a money thing. I don't know. It's a bummer though. because I like it.
I do like Halloween.
I really do
too.
like it.
Halloween is my mom's birthday, so
That's so
it
cool.
was always like, not even like make a big deal of it because it's her birthday, but like she just obviously loved Halloween, so she would go all out.
Interesting. What about? Oh, let me turn that off before it makes too much
yeah.
noise. The AC. I have a pretty hot take, actually. Now that I think about it.
Give it.
Holiday music. My opinions on Christmas music are well established. Halloween, I think, has terrible music as well.
There's
They
just
don't.
not
They don't
much.
have much music, but the music that they have is not great.
Yeah. It comes from a lot of old Disney movies.
Yes, Thriller, overplayed.
Oh, yeah.
Not a fan of it. I'm sure when it came out, masterpiece. I'm not a Michael Jackson fan. In general, though, which I know is a hot take, but so be it. I'm also going to say it. This one's really going to bother some people. Monster Mash is mid as hell. It is strictly held up by nostalgia,
Yeah.
and it's just been overplayed as shit because, again, there's not a lot of Halloween music.
Yeah, there's just not
Yeah.
much.
There's some new stuff, but it's so limited because it's just a Hallmark holiday. No one's made Valentine's Day songs. You have love songs, but like there's no songs about Valentine's Day.
Yeah, I feel like a lot of the Halloween songs, it does just end up becoming like old audio overlay from, again, like old Disney movies.
Like
or
what though? Just
what's that one?
so Nightmare Before Christmas has a great one.
Oh, yeah, of
Marilyn
course.
Manson actually did a
Coraline
cover of
has
it.
a good one too.
His cover is actually very good, I will say. It's very heavy. It's very dark. Good guitar bit. Oddly enough, there are some decent EDM songs,
There's a,
which sounds hilarious, but they go pretty stupid.
I don't know, I'll have to find it and send it to you. I kept seeing it used in edits for things.
No, I could see that, I guess, from movies
But it's
or
more,
probably like
yeah, it
spooky
would more
vibe
so
songs.
be like, yeah, like those spooky vibes, and it'd
Yeah.
be an intro. You could tell from a movie of like an old man's voice describing like Halloween and all.
Okay,
you know,
yeah.
that type
Sort
of
of
vibe.
like,
More like storytelling, almost like
kind of like Monster Mash.
yeah, but it wasn't a song. I'll find it. And send
Okay.
it to you. I'm not explaining it well.
No, you're good. What about, I was thinking about this the other day, as one does when bored at work. What horror movie, like villains, could you like manage? Could you handle? Like, take care of, dispatch, tolerate in general? Like, what are the lamest ones?
Haven't people been doing like how long would it actually take to run away from Michael Myers because he walks so slow?
I haven't seen that.
Yeah, I saw a bit going around for a while, like how easy it would be to escape or get away from
Like
him.
the classic? Like, I haven't seen
like
any of the
when
new
he's
ones.
like just walking,
I think the new movies, isn't he a little more,
agile.
I don't know, I haven't seen
the
him,
new
yeah.
ones.
The classic, I'm sure he moves pretty slow, but I mean, there's
That's a
so
good
many new
question.
ones too.
What?
Like, I can throw some out there. I feel like Gremlins.
Yeah.
Gremlins, I think I could deal with. Small enough, you know.
Yeah.
You still thinking?
Oh, I thought you.
No. Swamp Monster. Who not many people living near a swamp. I feel like most people live in urban areas, so like, I'm not really sure who that's supposed to strike fear in.
Did you? I could see this getting missed on you just because you're a house of all brothers, but did you guys grow up with like the Halloween Town movies, Hocus Pocus? To me,
We
those
didn't,
are
but
so
yeah, I've seen them.
nostalgic.
I've seen them.
And that was like a religion in our household. Like,
Yeah.
all right, we're watching Hocus
I'm familiar.
Pocus.
I've seen them. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, that is like, flip it. Like the version of that for my mom is like Polar Express. Like
That's
she
why I was-
would love nothing more every year than for all of us to watch the Polar Express together.
That's why
she
I was
loves
wondering
that.
if you maybe then got into like Halloween Town Hocus Pocus, because I know she's big on
No,
Polar Express.
then my parents they stupid get into Halloween, like super into it. But no, we never did that.
Okay.
Nightmare Before Christmas every now and then, but it wasn't like we
can't
gotta
do
watch it
Nightmare
every
Before
year.
Christmas,
Like
yeah.
we've seen it a couple times, but
I have to see Hocus Pocus at least once.
I know
in the
that's a big.
season.
I know it's a big movie, big deal for people.
And I love that a lot of places are doing like outside viewings of it,
That's
or they'll do like
cool,
movie
yeah.
theater viewings of it, make a whole thing of it. It's cool.
Chucky. I think Chucky's a lame one.
Oh, yeah.
If it's small enough, as long as it's not super strong or super fast, I feel like that's an easy. What is the movie? I honestly don't even know the name of it. With like the killer car. It's like a classic movie. And I gotta look. I thought you might have known it. I remember seeing like it's a classic. I know.
I don't know if I could take down the Scream guy because I think he would get me on the jump factor.
Sorry, what?
The Scream mask.
Yeah,
you know?
no, that's.
I think he would get me on the jump factor. I don't know that I could take him.
Yeah, the movie's called Christine.
I've never heard of this.
Pretty lame.
Did you watch The Addams Family?
No, but I'm familiar with it. I know like the gist. Not a. Oh, it's a Stephen King novel. Not Addams Family, obviously. Christine. That's a lame. That's stupid lame. But no, I know what the Addams Family is. Obviously.
Yeah, we used to watch that show.
My mom was super into it. I know, but we never watched it.
My mom was too. I feel like that was
It was a classic.
I feel like that was like a mom show to watch.
Definitely.
Oh, speaking of somewhat spooky shows, the newest season of Stranger Things that like keeps getting pushed out.
Yeah.
I heard it's not releasing until like earliest is mid 2025. People are gonna have no idea what's even going on in the show. Like, sure, you can go back and watch
heard
it,
something as well that they're really concerned about the passage of time and how the kids are going to look.
Yeah.
I guess Netflix said, like, we have good hair and makeup, we have good effects, like, we can do whatever we need to do, but I'm like, valid concern.
Also, Millie Bobby Brown said she's, like, officially done with Stranger Things. Yeah, she doesn't want to do it anymore.
Afraid of falling into the Harry Potter trap where that's all she's known as?
No, she said, like, it's been hard for her to get roles because of Stranger Things.
Oh, I'm sure, yeah, because you're known for that one thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep,
That's
so now
fair.
she's done.
That's fair. What about, I'm still thinking about lame horror movie villains. What's the, oh, there's a joke one, the Leprechaun.
Oh, yeah.
I'm sensing a trend for the most part with me. It's like anything that's
Anything
small.
little.
Yeah. I feel like I could dispatch with ease.
Yeah.
Oh, I saw one a while ago at my cousin's house called, I think it's like The Mirror. Long story short, new house. They got this antique mirror that they brought as like decoration. It starts like talking to the husband or something. It talks to the wife, possesses the wife. She goes nuts.
Yeah, do you think you could take down paranormal things?
The mirror, yeah, it's a piece of glass. I feel like I could. I'd like to think I would not be sucked in or seduced by the whispers of the mirror and prevented from shattering it or chucking it out the window. But the second an inanimate object starts speaking to me, it is getting yeeted into the trash. I am not waiting for it to escalate any further. So that one I feel like would be out. I think it was another joke one. I think it's called Teeth, where the girl has teeth in her vagina and just bites them off.
No.
Yeah, it's a real thing. Yeah, I think that'd be an easy one to avoid as well.
Yeah.
You gotta do your research, right? You're gonna check it out before you.
Yeah, but then you're getting bit there as well.
Well, if I like hands though, like I don't know. I think I could feel it out.
But you're getting bit regardless.
I feel like I would. I don't know. I think I could. Well, not every time.
You can recoil that fast?
I don't know. It's a lame one, but the threat is real. I'm starting to think. That sucks. What about you? Any other lame ones coming to mind?
I'm trying to think of other Halloween movies.
Any horror movies?
We did like the Michael Myers, Scream.
Yeah.
It, the one with the other Stephen King with the.
Oh yeah, I wouldn't want to deal with that one.
No. I'll pass on that.
That's not one I'd be down with.
I'm not a clown person.
Clowns themselves don't bug me, honestly.
I find them a little creepy. Did you have good? Well, actually, I found out something interesting that you don't like haunted houses.
Yes, I am a very twitchy, highly reactive individual. which I do enjoy that. I think I prefer that over the alternative of just being non-reactive. But yeah,
We had this place where I grew up, and I mean, to be a teenager, like growing up when this place was still there, it's not there anymore, which makes me so sad for all the kids around there now. It was just the best place. It was like a trifecta of haunted things. You basically drove out into the middle of nowhere, and it was on a huge
I think
plot
we have
of
something
land.
like that very similar, not too far from here.
3 buildings. There's 3 different
Yep.
things. It was a haunted house.
Yep.
Was like the one attraction. Then obviously you had like the classic like haunted corn maze. And then you had this one. It almost was like a meat packing
Ooh, like a
building.
slaughterhouse.
Everything was just completely covered in smoke, and it was blinding lights, really loud sounds. And you would walk through there, and it's like, you know, everything is just chain and
Yeah.
barbed wire, and there's like chainsaws obviously going off everywhere, and it's so loud. But you're literally like going through just like boxing bags that they've painted to look like you're in a slaughterhouse, and
yeah.
you're being like crammed through. But it was so much fun, and to have all 3 of these on the same compound was the best.
You know, that gives me an idea, and I don't know if I've shared this with you before, but like a full contact, all out haunted house where everything's allowed. Like, obviously, many waivers would have to be signed, but like MMA is allowed, punching, kicking, jujitsu, stun knives, simunition rounds, like truly
so
fight,
risky.
truly fight.
What if
Like
someone,
then I would enjoy it, because like then it's like an actual like test of like your stress, like your reactions in like very stressful situations. Like
but
I
what
don't
if
like
someone
haunted
your
houses because
size
like
went up against
I
one
just
my
have
size
to.
and then offed them?
Well,
Or what if you got a person who that was their goal, was just to go in there and...
it's not you versus other people. I'm talking you versus like the actors in the haunted house.
But that's what I'm saying. What if I'm an actor? And
Don't
then
go
you
up
come
against me
in
then. I don't know.
And you start a fight.
I'm there to start a fight if I know it's a full contact, full combat haunted house. I think that'd be sweet though.
But I'm saying, would there be rules on like no jiu-jitsu on someone half your size?
No.
Okay.
You have to respect the tap though.
Okay.
Yeah. If you don't, doesn't matter what you sign at that point. If you don't respect the tap, like it's blatant. There's cameras obviously, so there's that. But again, many waivers would have to be signed. And I'm saying like obviously only a specific clientele and workforce would be in that. But I think that'd be cool, and that's something I would do because I find that very interesting. I'd actually have to perform in a very high stakes, high risk, very stressful environment. So I like haunted houses, just like I can't do anything. I just have to eat this.
Let this happen.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's not like I'm like, oh, it's too scary. I'm like, this is
No,
lame. Like I would rather have like some sort of like optionality in it. Like so you were saying like in the middle of nowhere. We have that somewhere not too far from here. I did it 2-3 years ago now. I don't know. But like haunted hayride and then several haunted houses. It was like a farm. It was actually pretty well, like very well done actually. The whole production value behind the whole thing was very good. But I was like, I showed the 3rd haunted house there. I was like, this is cool, but it's all the same thing.
Yeah.
So yeah, I would do a full combat haunted house. So that'd be sick. Or even
I've
even
done a
if
few
you
where
just
they can fully like grab you and
yeah, we
hold
have
you,
one
but
of those
you
here that's very
can't
extreme. Yeah.
react.
Yeah, like that's lame.
Yeah. We have one. It's
That's the male brain though. Go and fight back, bitch.
Oh, we have the penitentiary. Actually, incredible. Like I would go and do that one again.
Like, is it actually in like an old prison?
Yes.
That's pretty sweet.
It's in the old original prison. So you're literally like going through these stories and stories, like the
That's
old
actually
jail
really
cells.
cool.
It's so cool. But the thing is, the new penitentiary is built literally on the same compound right behind this one.
Wow.
So you can hear everything, see everything. Like when you're outside waiting in line, it almost just adds to the. Not that I'm saying it's
That's very
great
cool.
for them to be like used as as props because that's kind of what's happening. Like if you're in line for the main penitentiary, do you get what I'm saying?
Wait, so there's an actual jail?
Yes,
Like,
that's what I'm saying. This was the old original one. Then the new one got built right behind it, and it's same compound. And then this one is turned into.
I want to make sure I understand this fully. You have a haunted house that's been set up in an old jail right next to the new jail that currently houses inmates?
Yes.
That's a movie about to write itself. Inmate escapes and kills people attending the haunted attraction next door. That's hilarious.
That's the thing. That's like part of the
vibe,
the draw of it.
That's the goofiest thing I've ever heard. I love it. Don't get me wrong. I think it's incredible.
Inmates burned alive in the blank state penitentiary.
Oh, so the haunted attraction actually is a really fucked up history beyond just being a prison.
The actual
where fucked up things
penitentiary is
happen.
actually like fucked up shit has happened there. That's why the new one got built. And then look at this.
They said, I gotta find a way to make money.
Would you do this one?
That looks like the jail from The Walking Dead almost. That's very cool.
Would you do this one?
I would, just because that looks
for the ambiance.
Incredible.
Not ambiance,
like,
but
that looks stupid cool. If you send me that picture, actually, I'll try throwing that in the episode.
Which one?
When you just showed me.
Yep.
Ooh, the food is heading our way.
Thank
give it
God.
up, Barbara. 5 minutes out. We'll take a break. We'll eat. We'll boot it back up if we have to, just so no one listens to us chewing, because I'm going to hoover this food.
I wish I could find a good picture of the new and the old one side by side.
That entire premise, that everything about that is
That's why I said it
crazy.
adds to it, because you'll literally hear people like screaming and yelling from out in the yard, you know? But it's from the actual jail.
That's so fucked up. What kind of prison is it? Do we know what kind of prison, like, the actual active one is? Like, is it just like if it's like a high security prison, I would fucking lose it.
I think, well, it definitely used to be like the original one.
Violent offenders only. Oh my God. I'm going to think about this for a while now. This is crazy. Holy hell. These are actually terrifying pictures.
350 people were killed in that fire. You know it's haunted.
No doubt. I'm honestly more curious about the active prison.
I know.
Neighboring that attraction.
Well, I know that the old one used to be...
That's literally a movie ready to write itself. And not like a good movie either. That's like a sci-fi level movie.
After the new one was built, the old one ended up being used as a training site for the National Guard.
That's okay. That makes sense.
Okay, let me see.
How do we train for prison riots? Use a prison. Jesus, that's just insane.
Trying to find what the current one is.
No, you're fine. Might be hard to find out what type of inmates they house there, but...
Yeah.
God. Oh, we don't have anything like that here as far as I know, but I could be wrong. We got some interesting things this way. We do have the largest haunted house in the country as far as I know.
I think you do.
Yeah, it's right by my work. We have another one too where people can grab you. Like, you do need to sign several waivers before you go in. That's supposed to be the scariest haunted house here. I hear ads on the radio for it all the time, or I used to at least. But yeah, I'd do the prison one because that's cool. That's like some history there that like makes it interesting.
Yeah.
I'd be interested for that aspect alone, really. Or just let me bring in some simunition and do like a close quarter shoot house in the haunted prison. That'd be sick. They need to do that. I will say, some of the scarier villains I would not want to go up against or not want to face. Taylor Swift. Don't want to see her. Can't be having her visiting me in the night. Nope.
She's just dancing in the corner.
I couldn't do anything about it.
No.
Because if I did something about it, I would have
the wrath of...
It's not her. Mm-hmm. It's the plague of millions of high school and college girls. You know what? They're like Disney adults or Harry Potter adults.
Yeah.
It's the same thing. Like, just as ravenous and as brainless. Yeah, sorry. So yeah, Taylor Swift, obviously, S tier horror movie villain that you do not want to go up against. I'll throw Babadook up there.
I was gonna ask if you've seen the
I
Babadook.
have, yeah.
That movie's actually creepy as shit.
That's a really good movie.
Yeah. That movie kind of fucked me up a little bit, and I love stuff like that.
It's a good one.
It's a really good one.
Great premise.
Yes.
And I'm not throwing this out there on a similar note, like, because that was sort of like original, maybe not original, but like it was fresh. Mm-hmm. The first Insidious when it came out, excellent movie.
Yeah.
Like that was so different from the music, the sounds, the premise. Like, big fan. They've done very well. A little dated now, and all the sequels, nowhere near as good. The sequels kind of ruined that one. What else though? What do you got?
I really loved The Conjuring, like the original one. I thought it was great. I haven't watched a lot of the spin-offs, like
I was talking
Annabelle
like
and...
horror movie villains you wouldn't want
Well, I would
occupying
put
your life.
Babadook in the same level as, like Conjuring and stuff like that. That's more of a paranormal one.
Yeah, and I have others written down just as ideas, like not really horror movies, but like more like thrillers, like Alien or Predator. Wouldn't want either of those.
Oh, I haven't seen that.
The Things from A Quiet Place or Bird Box,
yeah.
those, no.
Yeah.
Take away that, I'd be screwed. Especially Bird Box. Mm-hmm. Although,
not being able to see would
not
be
being able to see would be tough. That's why I picked that. Because you can say, oh, just close your eyes, but like that's a lot easier said than done.
Yeah.
Or cover the windows. I don't know. I don't like that one. I'm going to throw that one on there. Have you seen, I think it's called The Forest?
Mm-mm.
I don't think it was a big movie, but there's like an eldritch god or horror being like that kind of like leads this cult in like the woods. Wouldn't want that thing.
Yeah, then there's all of the dystopia or like Black Mirror type movies.
I'm thinking more so paranormal. I feel like I can
Yeah.
deal with anything so long as it's not bigger, faster, stronger than a human. Mm-hmm. Or like super freaky, but like otherwise, dystopia stuff. We already live in a dystopia. I'm kidding. Food's here though. We'll break.
Yay.
And then depending on when we're done, what we want to do, we'll pick it back up.
Cool.
All right. We're back.
We're back.
You're about to watch us both slip into a food
More
coma
than
now
well fed.
as we talk. I feel like it's going to be hilarious to listen to the difference. Just hangry, sleepy.
No, a little bitchy on my
and
end.
then, well, I was so sleepy. Now I am awake, but I know the crash is coming.
So
That
now that you're
burrito
full,
was incredible. The nachos were great.
so good. That
You had a life-changing burger apparently from the
honestly
Mexican
was
breakfast
one of
place.
the best burgers
Shocking,
I've ever
but
ate in my
glad
life.
you enjoyed it.
It was so good. Those nachos were incredible.
Yeah. All right.
Everything was good.
Uh,
Wait, but now that your brain is fully fed and functioning,
yeah.
I told you, I want to circle back to this Netflix comment.
Fuck.
Because
that's
maybe
right.
you meant something different. Okay, you said we couldn't watch anything because I've seen everything because I have a Netflix, you don't. And then I said, yeah, but you were just suggesting things you've already seen. Mm-hmm. Okay, so my point was you've seen them too. Like you've seen everything that we were suggesting too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was like the point of what I
That
was
was my
suggesting,
point.
though.
You were saying, okay, you can listen back. That was not what was being said when we first started talking.
Well, I think we're saying the same. Tell him, dude. Get his ass. I think we were saying the same thing, just different angles with it.
Okay.
Because I was saying, yeah, of course, I was recommending things I've already seen because they were that good. I'd watch them again in hopes that you haven't seen it, so turn it on. And then... Mm-hmm. All right.
Okay.
That's great.
No.
Thanks for listening, everyone. I'll be doing a solo episode next week.
Aww. Okay.
I'm kidding. Horror movie.
Yep.
Horror movie villains. Yeah. Yeah. Where do we leave off?
You were talking about...
The Duke.
Yeah, and then there was a...
The forest thing.
Oh, the
Yeah.
forest.
The mirror. No, the mirror's the easy
There
one.
was a character right after you were talking about.
Anything fast. So, like, I think any of, like, the zombies from, like, I Am Legend, that would suck. World War Z zombies, that would suck because it's super fast, super strong. Would hate that.
We've named a lot of them. I'm just trying to think. Oh, how do you feel about the Purge movies? Those always come out around Halloween.
I think, I don't know, I saw the first one.
Yeah.
After that, I was like, how
I don't
could
think
you
we
really...
need 5 of them.
Yeah, I think after one, I was like, how? I mean, it's the same premise.
Yeah.
Those aren't really horror, those are more so like thriller,
Yeah.
what I would consider. Oh, it's kind of dumb, but interesting concept.
I agree that I think 1 was probably enough. That's good. You're gonna hear.
I hope the mic is picking up your dog chugging water.
You're gonna hear that.
He's been at it for like 20 seconds now.
He doesn't stop. He doesn't come up for air.
There it is. He's back. What's up, little king? Yep, shake it off all over my rug. Nice. Come
He
on.
needs so much because then he's just gonna burrow under the blankets.
Yep, he's gonna wipe his face on the rug. Yeah, there he goes. Really covering the ground, and the train's coming. This whole minute is just
It's
disheveled.
shot.
This is yes, you did that. Thank you. Come on, you come back up.
Did you pass out candy, like your family in your neighborhood, or I feel like that's not
No,
really.
because my parents' house is on like a 45-mile-an-hour road.
Yeah.
And we have neighbors, but like it's not really a neighborhood or a subdivision. We just
Right.
live on like a high-speed road. We passed that subdivision actually when we stopped home and went shooting. We drove past it. One of those is where we would always go trick-or-treating.
Okay.
We would carpool with a couple families, went to the same like grade school we went to. They both lived in that subdivision.
Oh, that's
So we'd
nice.
meet up with them or something.
Just like park at their
Yeah,
place.
exactly.
Yeah.
So we do that every year, but no, we never handed out. We never had trick or treat either.
Yeah.
Though. No one, not even the stray, 1 or 2 kids ever stopped by.
I mean,
just
they'd have to be
because
coming off the highway, basically.
There's
Or it's not a
no
highway, but-
sidewalk. That bike pass across. You have to cross
Mm-hmm.
the 45-mile-an-hour street to actually get to our house. There's no sidewalk actually.
If
goes
someone's
to
coming
it.
out of that wooded area from that bike path up to your house, like I don't think I want those trick or treaters. The
Probably
ones that
not
are
trick or
crawling out of the
treaters.
woods.
They're not just trick or treaters. They're just trickers.
Yep.
Whoa, tricksters.
Whoa.
Whoa.
Careful.
Yikes. We were good. It just sounded bad, but it was
sound
clean.
bad. Okay, so then what is your opinion on full versus mini-sized candy bars for Halloween?
Both have their place. Because if I'm at work, I'll put in like a fun size thing. If I'm getting like tired, a little slump, maybe I'm going to the gym, put down something small, get a little sugar rush, keep me engaged, versus having like a full cup of coffee. But then there are times where like I want.
No, I'm talking about like imagine you're a kid going trick or treating,
Oh,
or
I
like
want the biggest fucking pieces
yeah,
of candy.
or like
yeah.
pretend you are passing out candy. Are you giving out minis or are you giving out full size?
Oh, yeah, go big.
Yeah, we're a full size house.
That's like,
Actually, my mom has a thing.
it's
She
such a
has,
status symbol.
it is for sure. My mom literally has like different buckets, and it will be like, okay, if a kid looks like he's 10 or he or she's 10 or older, then they get the like full size bucket. If they're really little, you can give them out of the mini size bucket. She's got it. It's like a system, all broken down. But yeah, you have to full size.
Yeah, full size, like, you can't cheap out, otherwise the neighbor's going to know.
I know.
And
But I know what you mean, though. On like the daily, you're not just like, oh, give me a full size candy bar.
Yeah. No. What a way to stunt, too, on everybody.
Oh,
Be
I
like,
know.
full-blown, like, Toblerones from, like, the duty-free store at the airport. I'll take 300 of those, please.
I've got to flex on the neighbors.
Just sticking out of the bag,
Yeah.
like 3 feet. They got to just carry it. Give it to their dad. I can't hold this.
Yeah.
I think that would be a power move. Or make it known that you only have, like, 50.
Ooh.
First come, first serve.
First come, first serve.
Get there.
We had this one house that we used to go to, and the family would go all out decorating it. And their driveway was somewhat long, and it was always scary. You had to like be going down the creepy drive.
Ooh, that's cool.
Yeah, that was just to get up there. But the candy was inside in the middle of the garage, which always had like black streamers hanging down so you couldn't see in, and it would be black with just, lights going off and stuff. And you'd have to be risky enough to go inside the garage, run in, find the candy bin, grab candy, run out. It was the highlight.
That's
as
pretty
a
cool.
6-year-old to go to this house.
Well, I know my dad, my mom and my dad used to be super into Halloween. My dad's friend, I think he served, he's a vet. He and my dad would both get way into it. And my dad's friend had all the toys too for like Halloween as well. Do his house up crazy. So one year, I think my mom might have told you this story, but one year they decorated his house like the River Styx, and they had a garage door and like the opener set up leading from like the base of like the driveway, and they had like the track for the door like leading up to like the actual like garage. So they basically built this track for this piece of like dock or garage door that my dad would stand on just as like the Grim Reaper,
That's so cool.
guiding the boat through the
Yeah.
river Styx. So the trick-or-treaters would go on the sidewalk, jump on the boat, and he'd hit the button in his pocket to
That
trigger
is
the
so
opener.
cool.
And it would just go through like the fog-covered like river Styx, essentially what they built, to his friend who'd be, handing out candy, which I'm like, that's a really cool
That's
idea.
a perfect example of like people aren't getting as into Halloween. Like I have not seen a production to that level.
Well, never mind, I'm not going to do that.
What?
I'm not going to do that.
Say it.
No.
What?
That would be too stupid.
Say it.
I was going to say, what I can tie this back to?
What?
Definitely not Uncle Ted's Manifesto.
Oh, okay. Goodbye, everyone. It was nice talking to you.
There was.
We're gonna end the episode
I know
here.
this is supposed to be a light one where nothing controversial or even somewhat divisive gets brought up. But we were having dinner. You were there as well for this family dinner. And the youngest of my brothers, somehow Bud Light got brought up. My parents, who were and still are, but just not to the same level, very heavy Fox News consumers. Somehow Bud Light got brought up, and my little brother decided just to take it and like push the brews because obviously Bud Light's not allowed in my parents' house anymore. Myself and the middle brother, we joke around saying we're bringing it back. How can you possibly pass up on such a great deal when cases of 30 were like under $4 at one point? The youngest one just took it way too seriously and was actually bothered by the fact that it wasn't in the house and decided to bring it up and really try pushing that. So naturally, family dinner turned into just degenerate yelling, which was funny if you weren't actually involved in it, if you were just like stirring the pot or standing on the outside of it.
It wasn't that. No one.
And then
It was fine.
all I know is that eventually somehow the anger was directed at me for trying to use the Unabomber Manifesto as a means of explaining
Every time.
why the reaction to Bud Light was the way that it was, and it just,
Every time. And then your mom was like, do I need to read this manifesto? Because you bring it up all the time.
And everyone was like, yes, read it. I did it half jokingly. I do think.
Yeah.
I won't do that though. I've already read it. And I'm not going to bother you anymore or anyone else with it.
I'm sure this will not be
I
the
hold
last
it. I
that
hold it
hear
up
about.
as a joke. I do not walk around trying
I
to
know,
evangelize it.
I
It's
know.
strictly a joke.
It is a good bit.
It's a great bit. It's hilarious. Still a great piece of literature, so I highly recommend you read it. Although I have heard recently that he stole or borrowed a lot of his ideas or thoughts from someone else. I forget
Interesting.
the guy's name, so I got to look that up. Got to check into that, which would be crazy. But Halloween, yeah, duh.
Yep.
Wow, it all leads back to Ted.
All leads back to Ted.
That's right. Rest in peace. He's dead now, though, so can you go as him for
Now
Halloween?
we just sound like we're high as shit.
With the amount of food we ate,
Yeah.
we probably are.
It all comes back to Ted.
Everyone with the tism says that anyways. I don't think you have to be high. But no, now that he's dead, can you dress as him for Halloween?
Why?
No, you can't. He actually killed
Yeah.
people. He's a terrorist.
Yeah.
Bad idea. I don't know what I was thinking.
Although I was going to say, if someone wants to dress as him, I feel like there's no stopping them if he's alive. Whereas now that he's dead, you know?
Yeah. One might argue, and I'm not arguing, I'm just saying one might argue that now that he's dead, maybe some of the victims' families have a little more closure. I don't know.
I don't know.
I still can't imagine they're that happy that he's being memed to death, though, right
No.
now. But no, you still can't go as him. That's a no-no. Don't do that.
Mm-hmm.
Is it as bad as blackface, though?
Oh, God.
I said this was supposed to be a light episode. I'm sorry. I don't
That
think
food
it's
got you feeling
worse.
spicy.
I don't think it's worse. Although I know more
probably
people who have bounced
nothing's
back
worse.
from blackface than other. Well, actually, I don't know. I think everyone bounces back from offensive costumes.
Name some.
Every politician has done blackface.
Oh.
Every late night host apparently has done blackface too. Who was it? Fallon?
Mm-hmm. I think he got in some trouble.
Fallon got in trouble. Canada's prime minister did it more than once. He thought it was hilarious.
Mm-hmm.
There's pictures of him too. He loved it. He's the happiest dude on earth. And then I think every politician's done it too. So like, it can't be that bad if you could still lead a nation.
I don't know that that's the marker that we should judge good and bad on. I feel like they do some shitty things and still get to lead the nation.
This is slipping. This is slipping from what I wanted it to be about. I gotta
Get back to the questions. What
I
are
know,
the
I
questions?
know.
Get back to the questions.
Fuck. All right, so the horror movie villain thing, there's just no traction there. Did you see? Someone just reminded me of this. There was a movie made in. Oh, I believe it was it a British movie? Yes, 2016. The experimental British protest film called Paint Drying.
No.
Essentially, this guy filmed just a white wall, a freshly painted white wall. And if you look at the Wikipedia for it, it's hilarious. It shows like film, director, producer, all this stuff. It's his budget. It's like £5, 99 cents or whatever, and then in parentheses it's like Kickstarter. It's like this guy was a genius, and now I have to watch it unironically. Also, the Google reviews for it.
Oh, I'm sure they're absurd.
They're incredible, absolutely incredible. Like everyone's talking about it being like the best movie ever made. How they saw Jesus in it, like it's all that. I forgot where I saw that, but that was brought up this week. I was like, "Fuck, that's good."
No, I've not heard of that. Did you eat those little, I think Pillsbury makes them. They're the, like, sugar cookies with
the little designs
little pumpkins
in the middle.
And ghosts and, they'll slap.
Have you had them recently?
Yes.
And they're still just as good to you?
Yeah. But
they don't do the same thing for me anymore.
I hadn't had them in, like, 8 years.
Yeah, I feel like I had them, like, last year, the year before, and I was like, they're good, but they don't have the same magic to them.
I think there's a difference between when they're raw and when they're cooked, though. I like just a couple pieces of the dough.
Interesting. I was never a cookie dough kid.
Oh.
My middle brother was, so he was.
Love cookie dough.
He also ate like frozen fries, like before they were cooked. I don't know. I don't know.
Unique.
He doesn't do it anymore. He only did it when he was very, very little. But he was a cookie dough kid too. I think cookie dough kids were also the kids who like put batteries to their tongue because I thought it tasted like sour.
No batteries went on my tongue.
There's a common thing I learned,
kid.
like the D batteries. You know, the two like pronged ends. If you put both ends on your tongue, it like tasted funny. I didn't. Like, I got into a huge thing at a party, and I was like, "You fucking ate crayons too, I bet." And they're like, "No, every kid did that." I was like,
"No,
I don't think everybody put batteries in their mouth, and if they did, where the fuck were your parents?"
Yeah.
And I swear to God, half a dozen people at the party were like, "Oh yeah, I did that. It tasted funny." I was like, "The fuck?"
That's weird.
So I thought maybe I was out of touch, but I like to think not, because I never ate crayons. I didn't put batteries in my mouth.
I didn't either.
I still ended up fucked up, but
from other things.
Probably the 5 concussions, yeah.
Probably.
Shit. Oh, the cookies, yeah. These don't have the same...
Same wow factor.
Even those, and they're still good. The frosted sugar cookies at like the grocery store.
Oh, yeah.
Those are good, but I could taste the cancer in them. Like,
Yeah, I'm not as
they're
blinded by
not-
them anymore.
They are not organic or fresh by any means.
No.
And it's painfully obvious. You know what I'd like to revisit? Cosmic brownies.
No. I
Really?
was never a fan. They
Cosmic
always
brownies were like
just had a weird...
the highest level of currency if you were trying to trade in the lunchroom when I was going to school.
I know, and I don't like them.
Like you could get a whole slice of pizza for one cosmic brownie
yeah.
if you wanted to. Like it was, you were Warren Buffett if you had cosmic brownies. You would buy whatever.
What about like, what are they? I just completely blanked. I don't know.
Similar like Hostess style
Yeah.
desserts.
Oh, Twinkies.
I'm a chocolate guy, right?
Yeah. What about Swiss rolls?
I did fuck with Swiss rolls. Those were good. Twinkies never my thing. I never liked. This is gonna sound weird because I am a chocolate guy. I don't like the cream filling stuff.
Cream filled
Even
things.
like donuts.
Yeah. I don't like cream filled donuts.
I don't like filled anything really for the most part, unless it's chocolate. Loaded up with chocolate, we don't got a problem. But I really hate biting into something and being surprised. Everything sucks if I do that. Like my day is ruined if I bite and I get a surprise. Like, oh, there's no faster way to piss me off.
Yep.
And if it's fruit,
I was just going to say, if you
Forget
bite into
it.
something and it's accidentally fruit filled,
Why are we putting fruit in dessert?
well, you're asking the wrong person because I do like.
I know you like that, but like dessert isn't supposed to be this healthy thing.
That doesn't mean that it's healthy.
As I realize I do, my
and
go-to
you literally
dessert,
just ate apple for dessert. So.
My go-to dessert is like apple and peanut butter, apple and Nutella.
Yeah.
So
who are you to talk shit?
it's different because it's me.
Right.
Yeah.
Everything's fine because I said it is.
Yeah, and I am the most important person in the universe.
Yes.
So
Yes.
you know.
Yep. Number one in the room.
But no, like berries or strawberries.
Fruit in a dessert doesn't mean that the dessert's trying to be healthy. It just means that that dessert involves fruit.
What if instead of the fruit you just added more chocolate?
Like, I'm not eating an apple pie thinking, look at the health, because
Okay,
this
I
is
do
an
like
apple pie.
I'll give it up. It's the only pie I really like, though. I would say for the most part, dessert without fruit is better than dessert with fruit. Ooh,
I don't know. Also, somewhere I know we differ.
that's gonna sting for a lot of people.
I'm a very like the gingery, cinnamony type fruits and
It's
like
not bad,
pastry
yeah.
style.
Yeah.
That is 100% my speed.
Okay.
Like gingerbread.
It's
Biscoff.
limited quantities. I'm not.
Don't.
Even say
I already
it.
know. You don't have to say it.
I'm not even gonna say it about Biscoff. All the Delta Chads just.
Go ahead and just don't finish that sentence. But I do like the more like gingery style desserts too.
That's fair. I can't do a lot of it. I can do like a couple gingerbread man and then I'm like, good.
I feel like
Got my kick.
I'm that way with chocolate. Like I like it, but I can't do a quadruple death by chocolate. I know you can.
You
Death
get
by
it every
chocolate.
night and never get tired of it. I love that shit.
It is good, but I would get burnt out.
That's fair. I know it's not for everybody. That's how I am with it. Yeah, like I said, the cinnamon stuff. I was thinking like apple pie. Like for Thanksgiving, I like it, but I'm not like 3 pieces.
Right.
After 1 piece, I'm like, good, fine. Where's the chocolate now? Oh, why isn't chocolate incorporated with apple pie more? Because apples and
Why would it
chocolate
be?
go together great.
Where do you want to put it?
I don't know. Like, do like a chocolate pie crust. That exists as
You
a
could
thing.
do that.
Yeah, I feel like that'd be bussin'.
It exists. It's a thing.
Yeah, I'm not talking out of my cheeks. I know
know.
that's the thing.
You could do that.
God.
A chocolate pie crust.
I forgot.
This food did something to you. Dear God.
What do you mean?
Coming back with a lot of gusto.
Yeah, well, don't put fruit in my dessert. That's all
angry.
That's all I'm trying to say. Also, can we talk about dusty ass Halloween candy? Like Smarties.
Oh, yeah.
Smarties suck.
You
The
know
only
what
thing that made Smarties good is you could pretend to smoke them at school.
Do you remember the big Smarties, though, that they came out with?
No.
Yeah, like the giant size ones. Those were good because they were actually a little sour.
Giants. I didn't think.
Oh, wait, it's not Smarties. It's,
Sweet Tarts.
yes, Sweet Tarts.
Yeah, I wasn't a fan of. I don't like fruity candy at all, though.
They had the sour
Like
ones.
fake fruit flavor stuff, I'm good. Stay away from that.
Mm-hmm.
What?
Nothing.
Say it.
Nothing.
Yeah, say it now. You had something to say.
I'll say it offline.
Why won't you say it online? On the
No.
record. Listen, I put you on blast and made you pick dinner. It only took us just less than 20 minutes, so you can say this.
No.
This is how picking food usually goes, though. No.
It's not just a no. It's a, what do you want?
Okay. What about Smarties, Sweet Tarts? I don't know. Oh, Runts.
Oh,
Ugh, pitiful.
hard. Breaking my teeth.
You couldn't even trade those away.
No.
No, I don't know a single person who ate those.
What about Milk Duds?
I think my mom liked those. I think my parents. I
chewy
think
as hell.
parents liked those.
Yes.
Like those were.
That was
That's an
another mom
old candy.
candy.
Yeah, it's an
Yes.
old candy. Yeah, mom candy. It's a good way to
Although
put
I
it.
can't talk because we would always have those like well, the lemon drops, the one that I have like a backup in my car.
Oh yeah, those are
Those
like
old Clacy's,
actual, yeah, like packaged.
and then we'd have the root beer version of it.
That's like just half step above Werther's.
I know. Oh, we had those too.
Yeah, I'm sure.
Little butterscotch candies.
Yeah, yeah. Those are grandma candies.
Out on
Those
the
aren't
farm.
even. Those aren't even mom candies. Those are grandma candies.
Those were straight up grandma candies. She kept them in one specific drawer, and we'd come back in, and we'd be like, "Grandma, we want a treat," and she'd be like,
Exactly.
"Here you go." She'd give us a fucking rock solid candy.
This will keep it quiet for a while. Yeah.
Yeah, this will break your jaw.
I remember when I was selling my grandma's car, opened up one of like the little compartments and like the back door on the side, stuffed with Werther's.
Oh
I
yeah,
was like, these are staying here.
they're
Just
good.
The next buyer can have
Yeah.
these. Yeah. Classic. I never liked candied or caramel apples. Caramel
I
apples?
don't like caramel apples either.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know what it is, but they don't do it for me.
No, I love green apples, but
Yeah.
I don't know. Mm-hmm. Candy too, not for me.
What do you mean?
Don't they like sugar coated in something sweet like candy nut? I don't know. Maybe I'm talking out of my
maybe.
ass, but I
No.
thought that was a thing.
There could be. I just haven't had them. You know what I do like though is the really thin caramel apple suckers. They came in like that green wrapper.
Yeah. I
love
didn't like
those.
those, but I know
did
they
like
handed
them.
those out like at school. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
There was something about taking a bite into the thick caramel and then I don't know. So I liked the sucker version.
Fair. Pixie sticks. What about those?
I feel like I didn't like them because they were just too powdery.
Pixie sticks was gateway
But-
cocaine.
They were fun, yes.
That much just straight
But
mainline
so
sugar.
powdery.
Just kids just knocking it back.
You know what I'm saying? They came in.
What do you mean? What's
They came in a rectangular package, and you top off, and then they're the little sour sticks. Sour straws. No, yes, sour straws.
Isn't like the Airheads like sour like thing you're thinking of? Here, I'll pull it up.
Sour straws. Yes.
Sour straws? I gotta look this up now because I could see what you're talking about.
I think you know what I'm talking about. Because those we would always hold up to.
Oh
and do the
yeah, the sour punch stuff.
Yes.
Okay, which ones? I'm gonna show you a picture here. Is it the?
Oh, did you ever have the
Oh,
chocolate?
these guys?
Yes.
With the airheads, like sour strips.
I know what you mean. I think these were better.
Wow, the packaging is identical. Like, they must be owned by the same company.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't eat either of these, but
Did you ever
yeah,
get
sour
those
strips.
chocolate Wonder Balls that were literally just like chocolate balls and you'd crack them open and then there's candy inside?
I'm familiar. I was thinking about these.
Ooh, those are also good, but I think the others were better.
Yeah, the Airhead Extremes, like the big rainbow. I feel like I saw these more in the sour straws. I've never seen the sour straws really,
Oh, we've had those all the time.
but the packaging is identical. Maybe I have seen it, but that's crazy. Yeah, I wasn't a fruit guy, so
I don't know that I count sour candy as fruit, but
it's fruit flavored.
sure.
It's not chocolate.
Okay.
It's just my point.
So then did you have Wonder Balls? The chocolate ball that you would smash and there'd be candy inside?
I don't think so. I feel like I've seen them.
They were fun.
Ooh, those Kinder like hippos. Have you had the
Kinder
hippos?
eggs. Mm-hmm.
No, the hippos, not the eggs.
Oh,
Look up the hippos.
look. Wonder Balls.
Oh,
And there'd be, like,
yeah,
game cards
yeah,
inside of them
yeah.
sometimes.
I've seen those. I have had at least one or two of those as a kid now.
Damn. Yeah, collect your coins inside. What am I looking up?
The Kinder,
Kinder.
like hippos. Oh my god. They were
Whoa.
like biscuits almost, like wafer, sort of like,
Oh, I would
It
love
was-
these.
they were spectacular. Like gourmet shit as a kid whenever we got those. That was
Look up
crazy.
other- Well, then you probably like all of the, like, Reese's
Oh, yeah.
peanut butter cups. Yeah, yeah.
Reese's Bop, actually, not a super hot take, but something that doesn't get talked about enough. Maybe it does, but the Reese's like holiday shapes, so much better.
Oh, 100%.
Yeah.
Yes.
I don't know what it is. Different type of chocolate, different type of filling. I don't know, but it just tastes better.
Most popular Halloween candy in 2023. Coming in at number 10, Snickers.
I really do like Snickers, actually. That's like top 5 for me almost, I'd
I
say.
really liked a Crunch Bar. I like some texture.
I used to as well before I got into like adding some caramel, some other things in my chocolate. Because usually I was a plain chocolate guy. So I like Crunch a lot. Crunch started falling off. It's a little boring for me.
Okay.
But it is good though. I'll admit.
Thanks
It's
so
not top
much
5.
for...
Okay. Yeah, you're right. Who asked? I'm sorry.
I'm kidding.
Read the list. I'll just sit here and go,
Well, now you're just having an attitude.
We're having
ready?
fun. We're having fun.
We're having fun. Okay, number 9, Hershey's mini bars.
Specifically the minis?
Yeah, I guess.
Like the one bite like
Yeah.
guys? I do almost prefer those because I don't have to get my hands dirty.
Compared to...
Like the big breakaway bar.
okay.
Like sometimes the chocolate melts off.
I'm not even reading number 8 because I already know what you're going to say.
We'll say it.
Candy corn.
Candy corn blows.
Number 7, Hershey
You like
Kisses.
it, don't you? What do you like about candy corn? Enlighten me.
More than I like candy corn, I actually no, I do like candy corn, but the little pumpkin version of it,
Ooh, interesting.
those are
Okay.
good too.
Sort of like how the Reese's holiday is different than
Yes.
traditional Reese's. The special edition candy corn is better than traditional candy corn?
You know what is the most disgusting thing?
No, what?
Licorice. Red licorice, black
Why
licorice.
do you say it like that? Licorice.
Because that's the word.
I don't know if I've ever pronounced it. I feel like it's just a quick. Now I'm thinking about it.
Red licorice.
Ooh, I don't think I say it like that. I don't know how I
How do
say
you
it
say
now.
it?
You really, I don't know.
Okay, I'm gonna read a few more,
I feel
and
like
then I want you to
I feel like we just cut
randomly
out the
blurt out.
licorice. I think it's just licorice.
You say licorice?
I'm pretty sure. I don't know
Licorice?
anymore now. I don't know. It just didn't
I'll love
sound
me some
correct.
good old red licorice.
Fuck, I don't know. Yeah, I'm gonna call my parents and be like, someone say it.
Someone say it. Get
Yeah.
them on the hotline right now.
I'm gonna text and be like, I need you to call me
And just say the
and
word.
pronounce this word.
Yes.
But go on, we'll figure this out.
Number 7, Hershey Kisses.
Still good. Did you know that you could just pull?
Yes.
I was the only person who didn't know
Amazing.
that. The little white paper.
I only learned
I
that
was
recently.
peeling the foil. Same.
Yes.
I don't know if you can just pull that straight up and it undid itself.
I watched someone do it and I said,
What?
huh?
I know. I went 20-some,
Yeah.
yeah, literally 27 odd years on this earth
Yes.
without knowing. You can just pull that piece of paper up and it would open.
It's amazing. Number 6, Starburst.
Not a fruit guy,
Not a
but I
fruit
know
guy.
they're a big deal, so they've earned that.
Sour Patch Kids.
Same.
That's number 5.
Yeah,
Sour-
I said same. Like, I was not a fruit
Oh,
guy.
okay,
But I
okay.
respect the rank.
Okay.
I know that they are well loved.
You won't like this one either. Skittles.
Yep.
Now, how about Sour Skittles?
Same thing. Also, I know I said this is supposed to be a fun episode, nothing controversial or politically charged, but California sucks. Nothing's allowed. The Skittles ban is about to take effect there.
What is the Skittles ban?
It's being dubbed the Skittles ban, but essentially there's like a huge list of ingredients that are being banned in California now, and Skittles won't be allowed.
Skittles is one of them.
Yeah.
This next one, I hate passionately. Hot tamales and Mike and
Same.
Ike's.
What is that?
Mike
How
and Ike's.
high is that?
This is number 3.
Well, who made the list?
Number 3.
Who made the list?
California.
Everything sucks.
Number 2, M&M's.
I do. I like an M&M. I would say that they're just good.
How about like a peanut M&M?
I do like
Like 'em
peanut
stuffed.
M&Ms. Here you had the pretzel M&Ms.
I can't say I have.
They're rich, so like, you know, by the time you're done with the bag, you're like, oh, I'm good. Mm-hmm. I love them. I think
Okay.
they're
Might
spectacular.
have to try them. Coming in at number 1, do you want to take a guess?
Kit Kat.
Nope. Oh,
Reese's.
Kit Kat wasn't even on the list. Yes.
Reese's number 1. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Kit Kat
Damn.
was not even on the list.
Kit Kat's not on the list. That's interesting.
I do like a Kit Kat.
I love a Kit Kat.
Oh, every state's most popular Halloween candy. I just want to see ours.
What's yours?
I'm not even saying it. That's horrific.
Tell me.
Blow Pops.
The suckers?
I guess.
Interesting.
I've never once in my whole life received a Blow Pop.
I have. They're just big ass suckers.
That's disgusting. You won't like yours.
Say it.
Starburst.
You know, I did think I remember seeing that somewhere now. I do think I remember that. Yeah. Yeah, it's not my thing. So I respect everyone's
I need you to
opinion,
get your
though.
parents on the phone and just ask them to say.
I feel like it is. I feel like we do say like licorice. I think that's how we say it. It's not that funny.
That
it's just,
time was not that bad. The first time you said it was very like licorice. Licorice.
well, I was thinking
I
really
know.
hard about it at that
I know.
time. The licorice.
The licorice.
Maybe you do say that. I don't know anymore.
Licorice.
I don't know what to believe in anymore.
What is life?
Honestly, what the fuck is happening? What the fuck is licorice?
Part 1 and part 2 are going to be so dramatically.
I know. That was the idea, though. That was the idea. I didn't want it to be.
What other Halloween questions did you have?
Ooh, what was your best costume that you've ever had?
Oh,
Like, what year were you like, this costume's bussin', and you remember it to this day?
here's the truth, which is kind of sad. I have a really hard time remembering anything about my childhood from before like the age of maybe like 12 or 13.
Whoa.
Like I just
How
like
many concussions do you have?
I've had a few, but I really just can't remember a lot of details sometimes.
Fair.
Like my mom will have to tell me like you were this, you know, for Halloween or like yeah. So honestly, I don't know because the truth is I just can't remember.
Fair.
One thing I do remember though is that for my birthday, 5 years in a row, you know it was USA themed. I was obsessed with America.
That is pretty sweet.
And from the ages of like 8 to 12, every year my birthday was USA. I'm surprised I wasn't like the American flag for Halloween one year.
Oh, I'd be so sick.
I'll have to ask my parents.
It's pretty funny.
But yeah, I can't remember a lot of things about my
Interesting.
childhood. I had a good. It's not like blocking out things. I just can't remember. What's a Halloween costume?
I didn't think of two.
Did all children have to be those giant pumpkins?
At one point,
Yes.
I think when you were more like by the age of 2
Yeah.
or before, you were put in a rotund pumpkin outfit and told to sit in a patch of other real pumpkins, and your parents just took pictures of you. Yeah, I'm pretty sure there's some of those floating around.
Yep.
I can't say I've seen one though.
I remember I was a witch one year, and I think it turned out pretty well.
There you go. That is the most common, the most popular costume. Which I find very interesting because it's very swayed towards one gender. I feel like ghosts or something that could be male and female would be the most popular costume. Yeah, but specifically witch listed as the most common costume, which I found strange.
Interesting. Because I feel like for boys, it's probably like some type of sport player, like football, basketball.
Is that him? Is he snoring? Yeah, get some ASMR. I heard that and I was like, what is that? And you just stop breathing.
Also, I just realized that my mic was turned
Oh, you're fine.
like away from me that whole
I
time.
wouldn't worry about it.
So
The way the acoustics are in this room, I'd point that up though.
I did.
It's pointing down.
This is the mic. Oh wait. Oh, then I was fine.
Yeah,
Okay, never mind. False alarm.
we're good. Cool.
Your best Halloween outfit as a
I
kid.
think of two stick out. One, I'll try to find the picture of it. All out like army guy,
Of course.
like Vietnam era, like
Tism starting
army
young.
guy. Like went to the army surplus store, got the helmet, the uniform that was way too big, face paint. My dad, I don't even know how my dad had this, but he had an Uzi, like water gun, that was like shockingly accurate as to like what an Uzi actually looks like. No orange cap on it. It looked like a real fucking gun, and we didn't add anything to it. They just let me run around at night with it. Pretty cool fucking costume, though, I will say. That I was fired up. There's a great picture of
This
me.
is where it all started.
Me mugging in it, because
Oh,
you
I'm
know I'm the
sure.
shit. I'm posing for a picture with my cousin. I'll try to find that in time if I can add it, because it's such a good picture. After that, I had a pretty sick Power Ranger costume, too.
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah. I think it was when the Power Rangers were in like their dinosaur sort of phase. The red one had like the big white spikes on it, the helmet. I was so
Oh,
sweet.
that would be cool.
That was so sweet. I'm pretty sure I just wore that around for fun too.
Yeah.
It's like,
Lived in that costume.
let's go to school. I'm ready to go. Just for the job you want, right? Let's go.
Exactly.
That was really cool. I
Just for
know.
the job you want.
I feel like every boy at one point went through the phase of like, I am Buzz Lightyear.
Oh yes.
That happened too. Had the wings and everything. I'd say those three were probably, like, I knew I was sick in those costumes.
Yeah. You knew.
I'm trying to think what else I
the shit.
was outside of those. Had a knight costume, but it really wasn't good. It's a really lame knight. I feel like I was like a squire. I was kind of really bummed about that one. Didn't have cool armor.
Yeah.
It's just like the stupid little like chain hood. I'm
Now,
like,
did
this
you
is
guys
so
have to
lame.
be-
I want to die if someone shoots an arrow at my face. This is such poorly thought out armor.
Did you and your brothers have to be matching things, or were you all allowed to do your own
did
thing?
at one. I think we all did Buzz Lightyear one year.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure. But I don't think we matched outside of that.
Yeah.
I could be wrong. Oh, we did match Power Rangers.
Okay.
We were all
that would
into
be
that
good.
shit. Like,
Yeah.
fuck yeah, let's
That
go.
would be. Yeah, that's a good one.
Oddly enough, I'm pretty sure we weren't even allowed to watch Power Rangers.
Oh really?
We were a violent bunch. We were not allowed to watch Dragon Ball Z.
Oh, I'm sure.
We
That's
watched
the last
it once,
thing you
and I
three
was
need
just
to watch.
rapid punching my younger brothers.
Yeah.
I was like, you are not allowed to watch
That's
this.
the last thing you three need.
So when everyone went over to our friend's place, we're like, boot it up.
Put it on.
We got some catching
about
up
to
to
get
do.
violent.
Yeah. I got to learn the newest move. Let's go. Yeah, I'd say those are the big ones. Oh, I did like dogs at one point. At one point, I was like a Dalmatian.
Aw,
It was pretty funny.
it's cute.
Thank God that stopped because it's pipeline to the furry.
Oh, true.
I I'd like to think I sorted that out in my head. I'm like, this is stupid.
You knew at 6 years
this
old
isn't,
that
I don't identify
that
as an
life was
animal.
not destined for you.
Yeah, I could just see my dad like, please fucking don't let this take. Don't let this take.
Don't be an animal every year.
Please for fucking.
Please don't.
Any-
Please don't. Please don't.
if anything happens,
Please be
in
a
this life,
Vietnam vet.
my dad's like, I'll become a monk so long as my son does not become a furry.
It's a fair trade.
Then next she's like, all right, take this gun. You're going into the army guy now.
You're gonna be an army man.
And my
We're
mom's
going to
like,
the surplus
I was
store.
like, fuck, I wish you was still a dog.
Your mom's like, don't you want to be this kitty, sweetheart?
Exactly. To this day, she's like, you ruined him. He just, that's all he's interested in now is just guns. That's it.
I'm telling you, that's probably where it started.
It probably is.
You probably wore that costume and you were like, I feel so sick.
Oh, yeah. I was the man. I mean, I think we did a pretty good job talking about Halloween stuff and not getting too deep and heavy. We kind of did last time.
We've covered costumes, candy.
Yeah.
We've done it all. Movies.
True. In two very different halves.
Two very different halves.
That's good. That was fun.
The second
There's
one's
no...
more energetic.
Yeah, it's a good time. Got some Bodhi snores, too.
That was crazy. He's fine. He just was...
Yeah.
That apple really put him to sleep.
He was chomping on an apple.
Bodhi also was feasting during the break.
Was he?
On the apple.
Oh. Whoa, excuse me. I thought you were talking about the water. I was like, he drank. I don't think he ate.
No, he ate when we got back.
Yeah, hiccups now. This is a problem.
Oh, do you want to talk about out of the not range, but shooting today?
Yeah, it went well. I basically just regurgitated the stuff I learned at the Orion training group class to you and my dad, and you did extremely well.
Thank you.
Like, extremely well.
I did.
I'd say out of even me and my dad, your targets looked the tightest grouping center mass, like more in the A zone than the rest of us.
Yeah, I did pretty well, but also I told you I think I shoot a lot slower than the two of you, so I had
Yeah,
more time to.
I was going way too fast. I was pushing for speed, and also I didn't think it was gonna be an issue, but I had been shooting on an LPVO, so similar sight like my dad had that scope, as well as a dot like the one you were shooting. I had not shot using my EOTech under any sort of stress, under any sort of, in drills or, predictive, bursts of two. I hadn't done that, and it was a huge adjustment for me for some reason. So I was all over the place. And on top of that, I kept pushing myself, trying to go fast.
Yeah, you were going really fast.
That was my takeaway. My takeaway was I thought I really liked EOTech, but I'm just not used to it or as used to as I thought I was because, the only times I have used it, shooting standing still, shooting at trash, doing nothing seriously, but, putting it to paper, self-diagnosing and really looking at what's going on. I was like, this is not great. Not looking too good. And then you saw when I switched to the LPVO when we were running that turn and burn drill at the end there. It was like...
That was fun.
I was so much faster. Everything hit. I killed Timmy in that one, though, accidentally. I think everyone shot the hostage in that drill at one point. It was fun. You did very well. My poor dad, though.
Fun. That was just, I think, his
first of all,
scope.
that rifle it's very old. It's an old SIG AR. It was the very first AR that he even bought. And he bought he's got a Primary Arms, which is a very well known, very high quality like optic company. He bought a Primary Arms LPVO, excuse me, and something about it, it is a little funky. It's hard to get a good sight picture on it. The eye relief on it's brutal. I think the window is kind of smaller on it. If you compare it to my scope, it's a smaller sort of window to see through. And on top of that, I just don't know what was going on. He couldn't get a good picture to save his life on it. He was just not having a good time. I felt bad, but
Well,
It's a good
I felt
learning
bad because he gave me
experience.
his other one that he would have used.
You got the Daniel Defense.
I know.
Yeah, you had the nicest rifle out of all of us.
That's probably why I was doing so well.
I'll tell you right now, it's not the gun. I'll tell you for a fact.
Oh, well, if you say so.
No, I mean,
No, I'm kidding. But
it's a very nice
light,
gun.
it's easy
set
to
up
use.
very well. It's gassed
Yeah.
very well. The red dot's easier to use
Yeah.
if you're first time than an LPVO and getting used to eye relief and really setting that
I feel like
up
it's
properly.
very beginner friendly.
I'd say so. It's a very easy to manipulate rifle as well
Mm-hmm.
because you didn't have it's like a very short barrel on that, versus like the 16 or the 14 and a halves that we had. Oh yeah, so on top of the EOTech not being all that great for me today, just something I need to spend more time with. I finally got to shoot the Jackal, get it zeroed and shoot that the gun I was using today.
Okay, yeah.
First impressions. I know I mentioned it earlier at one point. The recoil pattern I had said, I think, when I first talked about it, when I took it to the state range to zero it, it felt like it had more of like a vertical kick than like a straight back kick. Like in yours, I'm assuming, and yeah, I could be wrong, when you shot, you felt the butt of the rifle most likely just pushing into your shoulder. I felt more of like a rise
Okay.
the first time I shot it. So I was a little concerned about that. Took it out today, it wasn't the case. Very smooth recoiling gun. It feels like I have a brake on it, but there's no brake. And I know I'm kind of... The muzzle brake is a device I have in my painted rifle. That is just designed to mitigate the recoil so that your follow-up shot is just easier. So the recoil, the reticle, your dot doesn't move a whole lot around the target. It feels like one of those is on there, but it's not. So that's great. Not worried about the recoil pattern. It's a heavy fucking gun.
Yeah.
Like,
it was very heavy.
It's alarmingly... I want to get it on a scale. And yes, I have my laser light, the infrared laser light combo on the front of it, which doesn't help, no doubt. But even still, compared to my... So that's a 14.5-inch rifle. Compared to the 16-inch that has a flashlight and an LPVO on it, it feels like it's twice as heavy.
It was really heavy.
Like, that's a serious concern for me because I bought that thinking that'd be a really good suppressor host because my new suppressor is going to be coming in the next week here. Finally, more to come on that. I figured it's just going to live on that because it's got the gas system, very easy to adjust and manipulate, which is great for suppressed rifles. I was really looking forward to it. It looks cool. You know, it's like that SCAR/ACR we have at home sort of rifle, but it is heavy. So maybe it's not a night vision gun. Maybe I take that laser light off the front, but fuck me, it is brutal to use.
Yeah. Yeah, I was tired using that light one. I can't imagine using that other one all day.
And like, most people just say, oh, just go to the gym, just lift weights, but like, it's fatiguing after a while.
It's...
Like, we just shot for a couple hours, and I was like, this is a heavy fucking gun.
Also that argument doesn't really stand in either of our cases.
We are both very healthy, frequent gym goers. But yeah, that...
And you're just naturally going to get tired doing it.
And it helped
all
me
day.
today 'cause I, like an idiot, left the sling for it here, so I gave you my other sling for yours. My dad, for whatever reason, he needs to get a sling on that gun. Wasn't running a sling on that short barrel Daniel Defense. So I slapped mine on there. I was putting it down a lot on the ground when I went to check targets, when typically I just leave it slung around my neck. That would start to really bug me if I just kept it around my neck all day. So that's something I'm going to have to... I might just take it out, walk around with it, you know, next time I go out and just leave it on my neck and just see how brutal it gets.
Yeah.
But you felt like the vest today. I handed you the vest.
Right.
It's heavy.
Heavy.
All that weight adds up.
Yep.
You had a helmet, the vest, belt.
And if you're running...
You got that. Yeah, like manipulating it and... I was trying to say maneuvering and manipulation at the same time. It's just not a real easy gun to swing around real quick. I'm sure that weight helps with the recoil, but it was interesting to say the least. Again, it's just a new system. It's a piston system, not a gas system. So, got to get used to it, I guess. Got to get familiar with it. Spend more time behind it. But initial impressions were not stunning.
Not great.
Let's say. So
Yeah.
we'll see. I do want to put more time behind it though,
Yeah.
because get a real dot on there or a different dot. EOTech is very much a real dot. Let's get just a different style red dot on there. Play around with it. Maybe take that laser light combo off the front and see what happens. Yeah, my thoughts. And the suppressor thing too. I made a post about this, and I also added a page on my website. It's true that apparently the FBI has just been indiscriminately slapping holds on, anything that requires a tax stamp, short barrel rifles, or suppressors. So there's an email that apparently you can email the FBI. They look into whether or not there's a hold on it, and then magically the hold's cleared, and you get your approval email. Someone told me that at the class, thought it was bullshit because they said they got it from Reddit. I was like, there's no way. Well, I ordered my suppressor last year, Cyber Monday. I still haven't gotten anything regarding approval yet. So I sent the email. What do you know? 3-4 days later, I got it. So son of a bitch,
Yeah.
It works. I tried creating a contact form on the website, but I'm not savvy enough to move that quickly. So I just created a new page. I think it says like, are you waiting on your ETF form? You can click on it. I explain what I did, what's happening. I dropped the email address you can send to the FBI, and I sent the email that I sent to them and the response I got back basically from the ATF saying it's been approved. So people could use mine as like a template, and I can kind of show what happened and that it worked, just to help anyone else who's stuck, because that sucks. You spend $800+ on a suppressor and then another $200 on a tax stamp, and then you have to wait almost a year for the government to do their job. Like, it's annoying. So anything to help with that. Trying to think what else is new here as I wrap it up.
I mean, there's the big topic, but I feel like you could save that for another.
The main thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, I have a monologue like written out and planned
Okay.
that I wanted to, like, the more I thought about it, like, I want it to be its own thing. I was
Yeah.
gonna record it and make it like sort of like an intro to this, like a separate thing, just me. But I think it has to be its own thing. I think it's only fair.
I agree.
Obviously, the gravity of that situation on its own, and then other things that kind of follow based off that, they deserve to be their own thing. So I'm not going to loop it in with this, but I'm going to put it out sooner than a week because I like to put it out ASAP, I think. So, but no, definitely on my mind. At the time of recording, he's dead, though. They found him.
Yeah.
So that's thankfully over with. He's no longer a threat.
And then we're hearing a lot of new updates from
the Middle East.
Yeah.
I know
Again,
I didn't want to make this episode about it.
I know. That could be
is.
another
episode.
I'm
sure more things will come, because the ground invasion, from what it looks like, is very much underway. It sounds like a lot of the promises of safety aren't really being carried out. There's a lot of videos coming out of people not really armed getting
communications
smoked.
are now completely cut.
Yeah, internet's gone in Gaza. Yeah, it's not great. So I'm sure we'll have much more to talk about.
We can save it for another time, but
yeah, it's a tricky thing because it's important stuff to talk about. I don't want it to be all doom and gloom, but it's important at the same time, right? So sometimes it's tough to find a balance. It's just like, I want to do this. I want to have a fun one. It's Halloween after all, But like, there's real things going on in the world, and maybe that's another thing to look at too. Why people aren't caring about Hallmark holidays anymore.
Yeah,
there's a lot going on. The main thing, the thing in the Middle East, the economy. It's probably more than just one thing happening. It's a lot. Nothing happens in a vacuum. So
yeah, it's a tricky balance of like, you still have a right to continue living your life. Like, you don't have to.
It's hard at the same time. Like, even I can acknowledge that, but I'll still get sucked in and be like, "Fuck, everything sucks."
Yeah, no, it's hard, but you have to have that balance of like, I mean, we've talked about this before, like finding that balance of being aware but not consumed.
Right.
But yeah, I mean, that could absolutely be another reason too for.
Yeah,
it's
probably a lot of things, but no, it's just controlling the controllables. And if you're stressed out, if you're, unable to function because you're worried about something, or something is really just dominating your mind, maybe take steps to maybe not completely control the situation, but to better your own life. Maybe it's eating better, going to the gym, actually putting an effort at work. Maybe that's stressing you out because maybe you realize I'm not really trying. So maybe I'm on the chopping block theoretically. You know, just the little things you can do only can help because I'm not going to be able to control what's happening in the Middle East.
Yeah. Yeah, and if you have to like take a step back from, I mean, then that gets into a whole thing of
And I
like,
said
well,
this
how
too
privileged
when this
are
first
you that you
when this
can
first
step
kicked
back
off.
and, you know.
When I first, yeah, I mean, obviously, I'm not talking to the people in the Middle East like chill out. Like, no, I know it's a very real thing. But when this first kicked off, I warned, I said in the episode that like it was when I got back from the class because the day I was going to sleep, the day I got there, it happened.
Yeah.
Like the videos were coming out, the declaration was made like public at that point that the state of war was declared. I got back and I saw some of the videos, and even before it was really clear what was happening or who was really going to pay the ultimate price for this stuff, I was like, I can tell this is going to be the new Ukraine thing. I can already tell this is going to be the new thing. So I gave that warning. I was like, this isn't take down one flag and raise up another. And I also warned in that same video, like, you can watch these things play out on social media. That's just the world we live in now. And it's given the name like war porn, essentially, because you just can't look away in that sense. It's all propaganda.
Yeah.
That's to some end, depending on who's putting it out. Every side who's putting it out, who's publishing it, has something to gain from it. And so it's important to realize as well. Is it good to see that this stuff is happening? Yes, but so that's you can't get too consumed by it. It's just such a gray, nasty area and a part of human behavior and human history that's just, it's unfortunate, but it's something that's just a reality at the end of the day. Yeah.
Yeah. Well.
And I get into a little bit in the monologue I have written up, and I'll probably still continue to tweak it and add to it. But I spent like 48 hours typing it up and editing it. And I don't think it's still to the length where it should be, but you know, a lot of things, right? Tie a lot of the current events in, what's happening, and just controlling the controllables, understanding what the controllables are, and you know, just being responsible, that sort of thing. I think that's important because there's enough stuff going on already. If you just completely are negligent or don't care or let someone else or think someone else is going to control the controllables well enough for you, then like your life's gonna be a mess. Like, you know. So yeah, that was great, fun, lighthearted way to end a great, fun, lighthearted episode. No, that's fine.
Happy Halloween.
True. Trick or treat.
Have fun. Go trick or treat.
Let your kids TP a house.
Dress up.
Yeah.
We thought of a fantastic idea, but just too late. Didn't have time to execute. Well, it would have been easier for you. I would have had to.
What was the idea?
Obviously, it wasn't that great.
Oh, you're talking about the costume
Yeah.
idea? Yeah, we didn't have any Halloween plans though.
Yeah.
So, yeah. It's just a weird year. Weird year for Halloween. But yeah, trick or treat.
Trick or treat.
Let your kids do hood shit with their friends because that's part of being a kid. It's important. I sure as hell did.
Also, don't turn away like older teenagers coming to trick or treat.
Fuck yeah.
I think that's nice
sweet.
when they still do.
If they put in an effort.
Yes.
You can't be showing
Dress
up
up
in
a
a
little
hoodie
bit.
and jeans.
Yeah.
No, they got to put in an effort.
Yeah.
Anyone who puts in an effort, I don't care if you're an adult.
I know.
You show up with a sick ass costume.
You can have candy.
Here's a king size, homie.
I know. Full size
you.
candy bars only. Dress up.
Yeah, flex on these hoes. Full size candy bars only. Yeah. Let kids be kids. Enjoy Halloween. Have fun. Just have fun. Enjoying this life.
We're getting into the holiday season really now, which will be.
No. It's not even Thanksgiving yet. We're not talking about Christmas.
No, I wasn't saying it like that, like talking about
Okay.
Christmas, but I'm just saying like now I feel like is more time of like these
Yeah.
designated events to be having fun.
Yeah.
You
Okay.
know.
I thought you were Christmas posting already. I was like, you know
who
what?
I'm talking to.
We don't need any help with that. There's enough people doing that. It's not even Thanksgiving yet.
I am aware.
Let Thanksgiving have its time. It's a great
I know.
holiday.
I love Thanksgiving. You're preaching to the choir. I love Thanksgiving.
Just making sure. All right, no, we gotta end
All
this.
right.
This is off the rails.
No.
We just love skipping holidays.
Happy Halloween.
Happy Halloween. Talk to you next week.